Lumos. Nox. Have you ever wanted to turn on lights using a magic wand? Well, this video will teach you how to do exactly that just using a magic wand and a runestone from a company called The Cauldron. They've created something called a Wizard Smart Switch, and I'll show you exactly how it works in this video. I backed a project on Kickstarter called Runestone by The Cauldron, who you may have seen on this channel before. And basically, you tap this runestone with a magic wand and it activates a smart plug, which I've also got here, called a Wizard Smart Plug. They link together and you can turn on and off pretty much anything that can be electrified. So lights are kind of an obvious one. So I'm going to use it with my banker's lamp, which is over here. So first things first, let's do the unboxing. And this magical man cave is really messy right now. So let's do that first and let's clear a bit of space and I'll see you in the next shot. Okay, so let's start with the unboxing of the runestone. This is actually the main sort of, I guess it's a switch really. And it looks like this. It comes with a little instruction leaflet, which we're definitely going to pay loads of attention to.
No, definitely not.
So this one here is the runestone, and it's got a USB-C plug, which I've got a USB-C for it, so that's just for power. It kind of looks a bit stony, and then it's got this sort of gold filigree here as well, and that's where we tap the wand. The wand here actually has like an RFID chip in it, I think, and this is like a reader, so by tapping it like that, it will read it and then it will activate, turn on or turn off anything that is associated with it. So it's got some clever little gubbins inside this thing. Now this isn't particularly wizardly. It does say The Cauldron on it, which I guess is a little bit more magical, but it kind of still just looks like a normal smart switch. Now over here in the archway, I've already got a few, but they're not wizard smart switches, whereas this one is. But they are just smart switches that will do what I want when I say something. So I'm going to pair this one with this one, but they're both going to need power, so let's do that next and see what happens. So I guess the power is coming from here. That's the pairing button, I think, and I'm fairly sure that I can just go for it with this. Now I'm guessing this has also got some magnets built into this. It kind of looks like it there, which probably is what holds it in. So I could even mount this upside down, which would be quite cool, but I'm going to mount this probably on the wall, maybe over by the archway somewhere. Now I've just worked out that if you plug it in, leave it for a bit and then unplug it, in theory this should be charged so that then it will accept any kind of commands from your magic wand, which you can activate just by touching it and then touching it back on again. You can also wave your magic wand past, in theory. Doesn't always work, check this out. Yeah, activates the light but doesn't actually activate the smart switch, which is a little bit annoying. There we go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Bit temperamental, not really too much of a problem, because all I'm going to try and do is to tap it, and in theory that should get both parts close enough to each other that it activates the reed switch or whatever's actually doing the clever little electrical gubbins inside. But yeah, if you tap it and tap it again, it does work. The only problem with that is that it will end up scratching both the paintwork on here once I eventually end up painting it, and the paintwork, I don't know whether that's paintwork or just 3D printed, on here. I mean, generally I'm pretty happy with the whole thing. It looks pretty cool. It's fairly inexpensive. I've tried to pair it to other lights. It sort of worked to turn them on, but not to turn them off. Some of them just didn't turn on or off at all, even after telling me it was paired. This one is okay, but as you've just seen, it's a bit temperamental. So, you know, if you want to play with it, great. I'm not sure whether or not I'm actually going to keep this. It's not bad. You can also unplug these from the wall, so you can take them with you. So if you wanted to just sit on the sofa, have that in your pocket or whatever, and tap your wand pocket with them. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, you can also tap the button on it as well, so you can have it almost like as a remote control, which is quite neat actually. So you can just go like that, which, yeah, that's pretty cool. You can sort of cast a spell, so you can say Nox or Lumos or any other copyright infringement that you choose to make. One other thing that I just want to mention before we go is that this is not integrated with Alexa or Google or any other smart home system, which means that although it will work locally, it won't work over the internet, which means that if you try to use this either as a trigger or as an action as a result of a trigger, it's not going to work with Alexa, Google Home, Apple HomeKit or anything like that. So there's a bit of a problem there, I think, especially with the Magical Man Cave, which is very heavily dependent on the Alexa routines and that sort of stuff. It does work with a magic wand with a bit of prompting, so it's got its uses, I think, and it could be a bit of fun in the Magical Man Cave. Am I going to keep them long term? Not really sure. But if anyone would want one, then I'm going to put a link down in the description. Hopefully it's going to be an affiliate link, and then if you buy from that link, I might even get a bit of money. So I'm quite impressed with it. Out of 10, I'd maybe give it a 7, maybe even an 8. The concept is really nice, not sure about the execution. I think it is limited a little bit by the technology, but I'm going to be honest with you and say it's probably worth getting if you're a fan of Harry Potter or any other magical genre. So thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click that like button, subscribe and ding that bell. Let me know what you think of the Wizard Smart Switch down in the comments, and I'll see you again next time with some more magical awesomeness. But until next time, as always, stay magical!